What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and yes, we are going to be raid selling Saquon Barkley, and I'm going to tell you this right now. It comes with a heavy heart while we're doing it, but it makes the most sense right now. And depending on when you watch this video, it'll make more sense to you. Now, remember, there are a lot of cards coming out. Golden tickets have been announced. I've seen people talking about getting rid of Night Train. I've seen a lot of different things going on. Obviously, if I'm not making moves, remember, when Night Train was doing whatever he wanted, you see why I kept him? Because I knew that they would release a card that'll enhance him. Right now, if you got rid of Night Train, you're probably going to be subjecting yourself to a lot of L's unless you go and you do something like you keep Denzel Ward and then you get this new Jalen Ramsey and you think that Jalen Ramsey can take over for Night Train Lane. There's a lot of different things like that. But let me just explain to you what's going to be happening right now. Pretty much with my monthly league rewards from Weekend League, I got beat out by one win in the top 100. So EA Sports was right with everything that happened with them giving me the legend rewards because they actually have it with the accumulation of the total wins, and I was out by one. So it was right. Everything is all good. They gave me the Bo Jackson that you guys may have seen in the previous video. Go ahead and let me know if you watched the previous video when you saw that we did get Bo Jackson. Now, this guy is actually going for like 115, but for the typical parts for the theme builders, they're around like 80, 90K. So it makes sense to get the most logical card, which is Bo Jackson. All right, so what we're gonna do right now is this. We can actually figure out a way to kind of counteract it because we're still holding on to Bo Jackson's Nat card. And to be honest, we're not losing anything because Saquon Barkley, he doesn't really do anything that it's like, oh my God, like we really, you know what I'm saying? Like he has no abilities. We're not going too crazy with it, so it doesn't really matter. And he's also not part of our 49er chem. And, that really comes into play as well. So now I think it's probably the best case scenario because it's no way possible that this guy's price stays in the 400s for too much longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be honest about it. It's not going to stay like that because with the new Ultimate Legends, say they put out LaDainian Tomlinson or whatever, we could easily get rid of Bo Jackson and just go to LaDainian. But this guy's price plummeting too much, it could definitely hurt us. So I think it was a sign from EA like, yo, get rid of this guy right now and then start, figuring out what you're going to do with everything else. So we're going to go ahead and take away all of his stuff. Okay, let's downgrade him all the way. We're going to sell everything that we had with him. I think, we had the pass right there. So you know what? We can actually use that pass on Bo Jackson because that actually makes more sense. So now we'll be selling the Bo Jackson, and in addition to that, we'll have the 91 overall power pass to forego his card, and then we'll get another 99 speed running back because that's all you really need. You just need 99 speed running backs. And to be honest with you, Bo Jackson is like bulky and he's garbage, but he's still, whenever he makes his moves, like everybody knows that, like whenever he makes moves, he's probably going to get glitchy like animations or whatever. It's a possibility he could take it for 6 on any play. It's just the fact that he can't maneuver through the hole like everybody else can. All right, so look, this is what we're going to do right now. We're going to find team. We're going to go to Giants. All right, where are the Giants? Okay, so everything that we used. All right, we used the 93. So what's the 93 going for? We're going to get rid of all of this now. So 110. So instead of like playing around and wasting time, this is what you do. You make sure you get the value. So bam. I guess we could go 99 because there's like 93s going for like 80K. So if we could get 99K for him, I think that's fine, just because of what we're doing right now, staying active with what we're trying to actually go. So there's nothing in the store. All right, the last one that I saw up was like 471. So we'll put it up for 471 exactly because that's the last one that I saw. And if somebody buys it, they buy it. If they don't, they just don't. It is what it is. All right. Maybe somebody wants them for whatever reason. It doesn't really matter. There it goes right there. If somebody wants to snag them, they'll snag them. Now, going to what we're trying to do right now with everything else with Bo Jackson, right? Because obviously we have to replace, he was a 99 speed, but he had that high agility. He had a lot of stuff going on. Again, I don't care about that right now because we need to make sure that we're ready to go. So we have a few options. Like I just said to you before, because of the power up pass situation, we can ultimately get rid of, that other Bo Jackson as well. That's going for like the 190 range. So let me just show you pretty much what's happening. We just got the other 91 to 92 overall power up pass back. I don't know if they're going to release other cards. Maybe that Jalen Ramsey. Maybe we save on Jalen Ramsey instead of doing that and just keep that Bo for now. Because honestly, if another running back comes out and we don't want Bo Jackson's price is going to still remain around the same thing because that 91 overall card, most people that want to get the full effect, EA is going to somehow, some way make it so that you have to have the other card unless you have the power up pass. So just hear me out. with Jalen Ramsey, the only thing we would be losing is training points. So is that really that important for you? Like, is the training point, like losing 8,000 when training is so cheap, that important? If we wanted to go Jalen Ramsey and get rid of Denzel Ward, because that's something that we've been talking about. But I think for the most part, we want to wait until we see what the ultimate legends are. Because if we go too fast and we get the Jalen Ramsey and we waste the training, I think that that's what pretty much a lot of you guys are thinking. And that's just showing me that you guys are like really, like you guys are into this MUT stuff, like heavily. Because you see now what I've been trying to explain to you guys for the entirety of the year. It's about when you make that move. So right now, we actually have to have another running back. All right, so the other Saquon sold. So let's say the other one sells for that price, or maybe we have to adjust it. Regardless, he's going to sell for about $450. But I just saw that somebody bought him for $471, so I just said whatever. We'll just see what happens. Right now, I think what our best move is going to be is to actually upgrade Bo and keep that and just put the 91 power pass in him. All right, because if we, you know what it is, he's going to probably be one of the best running backs. Unless somebody uses like a golden ticket and makes Eric Dickerson even more OP, Bo Jackson is probably going to be that dude. So if we end up not wanting Bo, the value of that 91 may go up. And then we could still go and just say, you know what, we don't want to spend on Jalen Ramsey. Or because, you know what it is? Because that Jalen Ramsey price is kind of cheap. Yeah, I think I like what we're doing. We're not going to use the pass on, we're not going to use the pass on Bo Jackson, because if we do that, we're going to end up losing the training again. Let me just go ahead. I got to see what the best case scenario is, just so that we understand exactly. Because remember, we have the Nat there, so we already have that 95. And still with that card, it's only going for like 222K. So it's not really that big of a deal. But if they release a Barry Sanders, you know what I'm saying? They might release cards that we actually want to get. You know, and it might get crazy, like really, really fast. We're like, yo, we got to make this move quick. Eric Dickerson with no abilities actually plays pretty well. For those of you guys that were asking. So let me see, 36. And then you see how cheap it is to actually get him upgraded to the max and just have him there. The only thing is, do we take the higher price for his card right now, or do we wait and see if the price goes up later? And then, you see what I'm saying? Because like either way, we're going to have to spend the money. If we go to Jalen Ramsey, we're going to have to spend the money either way. Like one way or up, but what's going to be cheaper? It's going to be cheaper, obviously, the Bo Jackson. So yeah, okay. Let's see what his price is. Let's see what the 91 is going for right now. I think it was like 190, 180. Everybody knows what's good, bruh. Like, this dude's card is probably going to break the game, so everybody understands what's going on with it. Let's go back to newest, and let me see what's going on. All right, so I think he's like 180, 190. That's a very, very high-priced, 91. Okay, I see what, you guys are probably saying, you know what, let's go ahead and sell him. Even though nobody's buying him right now, once his next card is released, everybody's going to be looking to get him. How much more would this go up for the 91? Probably not too much, maybe in the 200s. So we take the 175 right now, and then what we could do is we evaluate that based on the price of. Hold on, why hasn't Saquon sold yet? Dude's not trying to jump all over that price. 472, huh? Hold on, which one am I? Oh, this guy put him up for 476. Oh, so we're actually the lower price right here. So dude just don't care no more, dude, because dude saw himself at 471. Thinking he's going to get the extra 5K. All right, so we'll leave that right there. Don't worry about that. Let's go look at what Jalen Ramsey's price is for his 91, just in case we need to do it. Because whatever his price is right now, it's not going to go higher. Because the card is out right now, and people are trying to figure out how to get him. So it doesn't really matter. All right? Let's go ahead and, I think it's Jalen, so it ends with that, and then it goes Ramsey. Just putting the last letter of his name, and then we'll see what happens. All right, so let's see what comes up here. So his 97 right now is like, what is it, 600? Yeah, 667. All right, so that'll be the power pass if you guys wanted to do that. And then what's this price? The 91. Okay, so he's up to 131. Obviously, at this point, when you pay the tax for the Bo Jackson, you're going to end up with about, look, if we sell him for like 170, we're going to get like 160 for him if we put him down to a reasonable price. So just understand, that's what we would actually have to be doing. We would have to sacrifice one of them, whichever way. If we decide to go Jalen Ramsey, for whatever reason, if you guys really want me to get him, I don't really know what's going on with that. We could, because he has an 81 hit power. He's going to probably be a more solid corner with that 99 press, 99 straight man coverage. But again, with the way that Bo Jackson is, it probably makes sense to get the most for him right now before we even go into it. And then, we figure out what happens later. If you're looking for coins that's something that I would probably do. Just for the simple fact that I know I'm going to probably rage sell Bo Jackson, I think we're going to hold off and just be smart about it and pretty much just upgrade Bo Jackson right now, put him in the lineup, get rid of Saquon, and keep the regular 91 as part of the power-up in case we want to go to Jalen, and then all of a sudden his price skyrockets or whatever like that. Because when you take the taxes into account that EA charges, it may become an issue. You know what I'm saying? If we have to sell Bo for a little bit less right now. So we're actually fortunate enough to be able to have that ability to do that. So let's just go ahead right now and that's another thing. If we upgrade Bo and they release Barry Sanders, do we just immediately sell Bo for Barry, knowing that somebody's gonna make Bo Jackson golden ticket? They're releasing so many cards right now, bro. It's like, it's straight craziness right now what's going on. It don't really matter though. Let's go see what we can do, because we have to obviously we got to have a replacement. So we need to do this anyway. So let's go ahead and I think this is probably the most cost-effective player at this time to do it with. So we'll just go back, even though we race sold him before, we'll go back to him right now, get him, pretty much powered up, knowing what's going on, knowing that we have his actual card in there. We'll do that because it doesn't look like anybody's buying him right now, and we may luck out. We may be able to get a decent amount for him later. You know what I'm saying? So it could ultimately, work in our benefit to get it to happen. We get like an extra 100K when everybody's going crazy over his card, and then we just sell it off if we feel that we don't want him. So what we'll do right now, obviously, give him the Raiders chem. Okay, over here, we got to give him power run times 3. All right, he's going to go to like a 97, right? I think that's what he was before. And then we give him sprinter. I know that he can get brawler, but we'll just give him sprinter. Don't really matter. Bo is Bo. They're going to cheat for him whenever. And then let's see what his front card art looking like. That one, okay, this one looks kind of weird. I think we got to keep him like that. He got really bad choices. These are really trash things right here. Maybe we just do that one. All right, we'll do this one. Create that card art right there. And then right now, like I said, with everything the way that it is, when we put him in the lineup, we're not really losing much. Because like I said, Saquon, he's good. And he spins, he does all that stuff. But, okay, bro, now they're trying, okay, nah, bro. We got to get rid of him right now. See, I see what people are doing. People are, like, everybody's reading my mind, bro. Like, they know what's coming. They know that we're going to get EA Sports putting out so many corners and all kinds of weird stuff is going on. We need to get rid of these cards, man. So we got to play desperate right here. 449. Somebody's going to snag him. We'll be good. We'll leave that the way that it is. We have Bo Jackson, powered up where we want him. We have to play hardball right now, because when it's all said and done, we have to make the best decision for the squad. It's not about Saquon. It's not about Bo Jackson, even though he's garbage. We got to make the best decisions for our squad. So let's go ahead. We're going to throw Bo Jackson into the fire real quick. Why is it an entire depth chart? I don't even know. What else was he doing? Where else did we have Saquon? As a third down back, maybe? Probably. It don't really matter. So now let's just go over here and double check. All right, he's sold already. Okay, Randy Moss, Calvin, power run, bam, bam, 33, 38, sprinter's good. Everybody's good. All right, cool. Now we make sure that you guys see what's going on with this. Okay, we're gonna go over to just make sure 99 speed. His agility is pretty low, but he has 99 speed. So we're not worried about everything else. He has 99 truck. We're gonna start trying to truck dudes, and that's pretty much it. So this is our temporary fix for everything that's going on right now, because whatever happens, it won't really matter in the long run, because if they do release a card that we want, Bo Jackson was relatively cheap to power up. We could get rid of him, put somebody else in there, and then we still kept both of our 97 overall power passes for now. All right, that's the biggest objective of understanding for all of you guys that have been watching the channel. What are the best moves to make? Now, like I said, you guys have not voted yet. At least I haven't seen you guys vote on whether we're getting rid of Denzel Ward and putting Jalen Ramsey in the game. But for me, I would not get rid of Night Train. Trust me, when Night Train first came out, he was going for 3.3 million, and I was one of the first people to make him. And I could have sold him and waited, and I kept him. Just to let you know how good he is. So regardless of what happens, you guys make moves like that, but having a corner that can hit stick somebody and make them fumble is very, very ideal without having Enforcer on them. And remember, we had Enforcer on them for a while, then we realized EA tuned the game and it was necessary to give a player abilities, and we went in and gave that to Julius Peppers, who just absolutely screams right now. So that's something that's very, very important as we go along right now, because whatever they decide to release and how these cards overalls are going up, the key is how much are we really getting back for these players. Like, that was actually a good price for Saquon right now. Granted, you know, his price has maintained that higher level when Dion's 97 went down to like 360. So we look at it, we analyze it, and we start to understand what's going on, and then we have to make the smartest moves. Because as these new cards come out, what are we really doing? You know what I'm saying? If you're not winning, you're losing, and it's an automatic thing. So we'll take Bo Jackson for now. I think that was the reason that EA gave us that card, and we'll leave it the way that it is right now. As we continue to move forward now, we're going to have some other decisions to make. All right, Saquon's gone. We're back over $1 million. All right, so everything is looking sort of good, whatever. Let's go ahead and evaluate what we actually have going on, though. We have this situation where, you know, obviously Jalen Ramsey's in packs. I don't think anybody, like, if you guys pulled him, if I pulled him, I would keep him, but that's pretty much it. I'm not really trying to go out of my way to do anything else. I would definitely get him for free. We have 297 overall power passes. We got a 91, 87, 82, 85, but I think he's an 88. Jalen Ramsey, maybe. I think we might have all the things that we could run through his set and get him done. So we're actually all set with that if EA does not give us a card that we actually want. So with that being said now, right, we still haven't opened our pack for our daily objective. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to do that. Now, the Game Changer pack is probably the better one to go with. I would go Game Changer over that Combine pack because those packs have been absolutely horrific. I know Game Changer hasn't been really that good, but it's been better in my opinion. Philip Lindsay, though? All right, 86 Travis Kelce, that's not bad. So we could go ahead, quick sell this guy for 26K right away. All these other ones, this is not a bad pack. Like I said, we could go and sell back what we just got. Even though Travis Kelce is probably not going to be as expensive, we could probably make something off of that. So that pack right there is not bad. We could try one. Oh, no, we're not doing that. Don't even try to get me. I only got 400 points anyway, but EA tried to get me. Just to give you guys an example of what's in these packs, straight Garbo. All right, straight Garbo. Oh, straight Garbo. All right, cool. Yo, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they do all of that, make it wiggle. Look at it wiggling around. Look at it. Okay, so these two guys right here, we could probably get like 20K for them. Everything else, probably not all that good. I will urge you guys to be very, very careful. We'll do one of these real quick just to give you guys an idea. I would be very, very careful with playing with those packs, even with Jalen Ramsey in it. Save your coins up and try to go pull something because, you know, okay, we got an 87, but usually it's not really that good. Right now, at this moment, that was actually us getting a decent amount of luck because EA knew we were talking bad about them. So they gave us something, you know, greater than what we expected. But don't get it twisted. EA Sports takes no prisoners, bruh. You start playing around with that reroll, you're going to have some very, very bad memories. So let's go ahead and let's see the prices of these cards. He's an 87. So like I said, we'll get 12, maybe 10 for the other ones. And then we'll get rid of it right now. So that way we're pretty much good to go. So let's go here. We'll do this 12. And then let's evaluate the cost of the other ones. And then we'll be able to figure out what we need to do going forward. So who's that? Is that Isaiah right there? What is he? He's an 80. Okay, no, that's the wrong guy. Let me make sure that we're on Isaiah over there. Because realistically, you don't really need to. These prices probably going to round out like around the 79 area. Because it doesn't really make a difference that he's an 87. All of the same cards go into the sets. So to be safe, like if you just go like 7,500, they'll sell instantly because when you're trying to complete those other whatever sets they are with the other like standout players or whatever, Amari Coopers, the Denzel Wards, all of these are pretty much in the same boat. So there's not really a lot of discrepancy with it. So whatever, you guys got to do what you got to do. I'm gonna probably go like 4,500 on that. I'm never trying to, you know, play around with it too much. We'll go 4,500 and just leave it. No, well 5,000. 5,000 to make it pretty good, and we're good to go. And then that's it. That's it for us. We're not like, I'm not trying to go crazy with this whole situation. Now look, you see like what I just told you, this guy may have an issue getting sold for 12, even though he's an 87, simply because all of the same cards go into those sets to make those players, Kamara, Denzel Ward, and Amari Cooper. So you don't need the 85. I think it's like, you don't need the 87. It's like 85 to whatever. So this guy right here, we probably would be better off selling him for 10K, but maybe somebody bites and they need an 87 for whatever reason to complete a set. Doesn't really matter. So we'll just leave that for there. Over here, we have a decent amount of elites that we probably could go into and do some other things with, but let's just hold off on all of that stuff and just understand that the whole situation that we have right now is the fact that if you do have the power passes, I would recommend that you try Jalen Ramsey out first before you go really crazy and actually buy him. Because 600K is a lot, especially when we're on the horizon for a lot more Ultimate Legends and obviously free agency and all this golden ticket stuff. You want to start to up your coins a little bit. So let's get smarter and figure out the best way to do it, and I think we'll be okay with it. All right, guys? So thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Let me know, what are your plans? What are you trying to do? Are you ready for the golden tickets? Give me all that insight. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have an unbelievable day. One love, y'all.